Last time on Professor Layton and the Curious Village, after witnessing Raymond's abduction before their very eyes, Luke and Professor Layton are shocked to see him return to Reinhold Manor on his own. Busy with the murder investigation, Inspector Chelmy warns Layton against meddling any further. However, Layton is confident that the golden apple and the morning's murder are linked to one another. Finally free to move about, Layton and Luke begin their search for the golden apple in earnest. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Last time, we were here, well, we're still here actually, in our Archibald's house, and we needed to find, well, in actuality, we needed to find one of Baron Reinhold's closest friends that holds a clue that would lead us to the golden apple. So bottled water at the ready. First, let's take a look at our journal thus far. For some odd reason, I've forgotten about something. So here it is. Archibald was kind enough to invite us to examine the desk he received from the Baron. Sure enough, hidden inside the desk was a note that seems to have something to do with the location of the golden apple. I'll think on this more, but for now, Beatrice has asked us to return to the inn, and we mustn't keep her waiting. Alright, so let's go back. So let's go back to the inn and speak with Beatrice. Alright, so let's go this way. And the inn should be right... No. Here it is. I was about to be confused. Alright, let's speak with Beatrice. Welcome back, Professor. I've been so looking forward to your return. Thank you. Was there something you wish to discuss with me? Oh my, yes. Listen to this. One of the guests here just hold on 1 second. Just perform the doze and dash routine on me. The man's gone, and so are all his things. I'd like you to bring him back. I'm a businesswoman, after all. How can I run a business with scoundrels skipping out on the bill like this? Would you mind if I look around the man's room? Please do. Look at it all you want. Here, I'll show you in. Oh dear, what a mess. What a mess. Yuck. What an absolute pigsty. This whole place stinks of smoke, and there's trash everywhere. Beatrice, can you describe this guest's appearance for me? Well, he had a sharp mustache. Nah, I'd rather say moustache. And it was pretty clear he wasn't from around here. That was obvious. A mustache reeks of smoke. Oh, do you suppose she could be talking about Inspector Chelmy? Inspector Chelmy, isn't he the self-important windbag who's been up at Reinhold Manor? No, that's not him. The man who stayed here just looked so much more evil. More evil, you say? He was wearing a long trench coat. I'm sure you know the type. I I can see the resemblance of coats. Not the color, I mean, but the coats. Oh, where could he have run off to? Sorry to ask this, Professor, but would you be a darling and find the thief who skipped out on his bill? Alright. So again, we have to speak with Beatrice again. That's what it says. I'm counting on you to catch the a good fiend who skipped out on his bill. Alright, so I guess we can't enter the room at all, so be a darling and find that bill-dodging thief? Honestly, how are we ever going to make progress on our search for the golden apple? Things aren't looking good. No one knows anything about the item in question, and we have no leads. I'm beginning to wonder if this golden apple that everyone is in a flap over even exists. Now, Luke, I wouldn't say we're without any leads. Think, my boy. There's a place in St. Mystery that every villager has warned us to stay away from. What do you mean? The tower, Luke. No matter who we ask, no one seems to know a thing about the place. But suppose for a moment that the tower has something to do with the golden apple. Then it follows the people of St. Mystery, scared to draw near the tower, wouldn't know anything. Of course, we need to investigate that tower. The tower marks the far north border of St. Mystery. Let's search the road north of the market for a route to the tower. And thus leads us to Chapter 6, The Elusive Tower. Search the village for a path to the tower. Alright, we're gonna save our game here. And thankfully we did not miss a puzzle, I hope. Nope, we did not miss a puzzle from back in Chapter 5. We found them all. And that's one mistake I will not do again, is skip out on the puzzles. Alright, so we're now in Chapter 6. So let's tap on the shoe and head towards the plaza. Excuse me. And let's speak with Percy. I forgot which one was Percy. I think it was this guy here. Nope, Deke. Nothing good to be said about that tower. I heard it's all sorts of scary. You should stay away, yup. So this one must be Percy, I think. Yep. Good day, gentlemen. How's your investigation coming along? I can't imagine it's much fun asking questions all day. So how about a puzzle to liven things up? Which leads us to puzzle number 72. The sound of silence. Alright. Which of these words does not make the sound of silence? Note, rhythm, rest, treble, chord, and scale. Well, the sound of silence, it's most notably, well, a note. Well, basically, it's a rhythm. Well, basically, these are all music words. Rhythm, scale, note, treble, the chord. Rest, on the other hand, has no sound. Which of these words doesn't make the sound of silence? That would be rest. I have to draw the circle. You could have been more specific, question. Anyways, the answer is rest.
How does this sound?
Booyah.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Alright. Excellent. That's right. The answer is rest. All of the other options have silent letters. Treble, note, rhythm, scale, chord. Oh, now I get it. These words here, not rest, have a certain letter that's silent. Note, because there is an E in there, because it would have been said note. Treble, because there is an E here. Rhythm, the H is silent. Scale, the E is silent. And chord, the H is silent. So silent letters. Alright. I guess the old advice to write what you know about write what you know doesn't apply here. That was just too easy. You know, right now I'm penning a mystery novel, and I'm basing the protagonist on you. This is why I've been observing you so carefully. In fact, the more I see of you, the better. So, good luck with your search. I'll be watching. The reading lamp. I'll hand over that one to Layton. Though I think that one is for Luke. Not quite sure on that. But we'll see. Alrighty then. So, let's talk with Rodney. That's Deke here. Let's go this way. Speak with... I think this person is Rodney. Nope, Marco. Lady Dahlia sure is gorgeous, ain't she? Yep, sure is. What a dish, what a doll, what a honey. Gals like that are pretty rare, I tell ya. Yep. Alright. Let's head for the town hall, which is this place right here. And speak with Rodney. I am responsible for managing the influx and outflux of residents in St. Mystery. In other words, I supervise who gets to stay in this village and who has to be shown the door. If you wish to stay in St. Mystery, I strongly advise you that you butter me up by solving this puzzle. Ew, by the way. Alright, puzzle number 73. How many squares? Alright, this board has 12 dots on it. Your task is to connect these dots to form as many squares as possible. You can use each dot multiple times, and you can orient the squares however you wish to fit them onward. However, to be counted as a square, each corner must be on a dot. How many different squares can be drawn on the board? Alright, so our job is to make squares here. Here's 1, 2, 3. Oops, messed up there. But still. 4, 5. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 squares. So there are 12 dots on it. Your task is to connect these dots to form as many squares as possible. You can use each dot multiple times, and you can orient the squares however you wish to fit them on the board. However, to be counted as a square, each corner must be on a dot. 6, 7, 8. Let's see. We'll draw a line here. Line here. Here. Line here. Line here. Here and here. Here. That makes 5. That makes 5. It says you can use each dot multiple times. However, to be counted as a square, each corner must be on a dot. In any case, the correct answer is 11, but I forgot how do I make those other 6 squares appear. Because this puzzle I do remember.
Here's my answer.
Right.
Puzzle solved.
Ah, okay. Nice work. Did you have a hard time of finding the 2 biggest squares? Ah, okay. So 5's right here, and then here's 1, 2, 3. Hold on, 1 and then 2. That's 7, and here I can make 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, 4, which is 9, plus 2 equal 11. Okay. Alright. Ah, yes. That's the answer. Very well then. I approve your application to visit St. Mystery. But when you have finished your business here, I strongly advise you to leave town. Yeah, I'll give this gramophone to Layton. Alright. Alright, so we're done here, so we can finally leave. Now it's time to head towards the clock tower. And as you can hear, the music's changed. Alright, so let's move forward. Alright, so now we are at the cafe. I'm gonna take a left towards the market. There we go. Let's speak with Agnes. Well, if it isn't you two again. Alright, if you want your fortunes told, solve this puzzle for me. Puzzle number 74. A broken window. Alright, 4 kids were playing and one of them threw a ball right through your window. Here's what they had to say for themselves. Child A: not me, I didn't break a thing. Child B: okay, I'll tell the truth. It was me. I broke it. C: don't be mad at A. He didn't do anything. And Child D: B didn't break the glass. I swear. You know for a fact that the scamp who broke your window is lying. However, an unknown number of the other children may be lying as well. Can you figure out which one of these darned kids broke your window? Alright, so basically this is a multiple choice. Alright, so Alright, so Child A says, not me, I didn't break a thing. Child B says, okay, I'll tell the truth. It was me. I broke it. Apparently, Child B is trying to shift the blame to himself. And Child C says, don't be mad at A. He didn't do a thing. And again, another person is trying to protect Child A. So Child D is saying B didn't break the glass, I swear. So, two kids are pointing at one child. And that child is A. A is our suspect.
That should do it.
One is trying to take the blame. The other
Every
is trying
puzzle has an
to...
answer.
And the other was trying to say he didn't do it, while one child says he would take the blame for the culprit. All right, good job. B and C were lying about what happened, even though they themselves didn't break the glass. Make sure you give those two a good scolding as well. That's what y'all get for lying. There's going to be a doozy of a rainstorm tomorrow. Hang your wash in society if you want it dried. Alright, but we're not done with Agnes yet. We're gonna speak to her again. We're gonna get another puzzle from her. It seems that Destiny has decided that I show you this puzzle. Will you triumph, or will the gaping maw of fate swallow you whole? Alright, puzzle number 75. The wire cube. Okay, you want to create a cube out of metal wiring using the fewest number of wires possible. You can bend each wire as many times as you like, but no portion of the cube can have more than one length of wire running over the same edge. Don't worry about how one wire will connect to the next, because you'll use a soldering iron later on. What is the fewest number of wires required to complete the task described on this side? I know it says described above, but since I have the screens, you know, horizontally, well, I like to keep it that way. Alright, so how many, what is the fewest number of wires needed to complete a cube? Well, let's see. Can I draw on it? Yep, I can draw. Okay, so we have... Okay, you can bend it at, like, if you take a wire, you can bend it as many times as you want. And keep in mind, it does not have to be like two wires. Like, all you need is like a few like large wires that you can actually bend them. So here I can see one, and then two. Hold on. Let's use a hint. Think about a corner of a cube and how many lines meet at the point. Okay? 3 lines meet at each other on a cube. Imagine a corner where a single wire forms 2 of the 3 lines. The final line in this corner must come from the end of a different wire. Therefore, in every corner, at least one of the 3 lines come from the end of a wire. Okay, let's make this a little more easier. There are 8 corners to a cube. As discussed earlier, every corner in a cube requires at least one end of a wire. So each wire has 2 ends. Ooh, I know. Let's hope I'm right about this. The answer, 4.
That should do it.
I hope I'm right. Yes, I am.
Every puzzle has an answer.
Alright. That's correct. You need 4 wires to make the cube. 3 straight lines make up each of the cube's 8 corners. At least 1 wire must terminate at each corner. Since there are 8 corners, you'll need 8 wire ends to form things properly. Each wire has 2 ends. So the total number of wires needed is 4. Alright. Goodness, I can't believe you solved it. It was meant to be. I tell you what, since you went and solved my puzzle, I'll read your palm. Give me your hand now. It seems that calamity follows you wherever you go. Try your best to stay out of harm's way. Alright, so we get the globe. I'll give that to Luke. Right? Okay, so we're done here. Let's see what we can find here. Alright, so let's exit. Oops. Actually, I was trying to go this way. There we go. I was kind of hoping for a hint coin, but instead, there's a hidden puzzle. Alright, so puzzle number 119, Red and Blue, Part 1. Alright, so this is basically another, basically we have to take the red balls and put them on the red side, blue balls on the blue side. And let's see if we can do this in very few tries. So basically there's no answer. So let's see, so we gotta move this one right up here. Move the blue, put it here. This one up. This one here, that one, this way, that one. The one all the way up. This one up. Okay. Nope, no, wait a minute. I'll put one blue here. One red up here. One red up here. This one here. Move a red here. And move one up here. Move one up here. No. Have a blue. This one up. This here. Okay. This one out the way. Put this one down here. This one up here. Move a blue one. Put this one down. Yep, no, wait a minute. Okay. Put this one down, put you up here, put you right here. Move you up. And yeah, keep in mind that there is no right or wrong answer here, so. So you can make as many mistakes as you want. Okay? This one up here. This one all the way up here. Then down. This one go up. Then move this one up here. All the way up here. And there we go. This one here. And down here. No. Nope. No, I have an idea. One here. There we go. Now we gotta move one more. Just this one. One down here. One here. And this one. And there we go. All done.
Well, here's my guess.
So yeah, keep in mind, there's basically...
Professor, I've solved it.
It doesn't matter if it's in a few tries. Yeah, I know. This puzzle can be completed in 30 moves. Doesn't that make you want to retry? Yes, but at the same time, no. No. That puzzle was a tough one. Alright, so we're done here. Okay, so let's see if we can find any more hint coins lying around here. Any hint coins? I see none. Fortunately, there are no hint coins. Or I think I've been here already. I think I have. Alright, I'm just gonna move on forward. Ooh, here's something here. Another clue. Oh? What's that on the ground? It appears to be a scrap of paper. Can you please read what's written on it, Luke? Leave it to me, Professor. The boss hasn't been himself since Lady Violet's passing, and he shows no signs of recovering. That's why I did this. Decided I'll make one as a tribute to Lady Violet. I'm sure it will put a smile on his face. Ah, yes, now it makes sense. Could our mystery author be him? I've worked my fingers to the bone trying to cheer up the boss. Looking out over St. Mystery, I see a thriving, bustling village. With so many villagers to keep him company, maybe he can finally be happy again. That's the end of the page. Professor, what's the matter? You look in deep thought. I can't confirm my suspicions at the moment, but I think it's safe to say this goes deeper than we thought. Alright. Let's speak with the woman here. New character now. So this is Martha. Oh me, oh my. It's not every day I see a handsome buck around the sheep parts. These parts. Okay, these parts. Why do I get the feeling that you speak like one of those the ones from Final Fantasy X, the ones that say ride the shoe puff. Your looks are so impressive, dearie. But let's see if you got smarts. Try this puzzle on for size. I'd be happy to solve any puzzle you have, madam. But I don't believe we've met before. You are? You want to know my name, dearie? I'll tell you as soon as you solve this puzzle. Alright, so puzzle number 102. Oops, sorry. Aces and the Joker. Alright, you've scattered a deck of 52 cards and one Joker face down on a table so that you don't know which card is where. Next, you start turning the cards over one by one. Assuming you can't flip the same card twice, what are the percentage odds that you will turn over all 4 aces before you turn over the Joker? So 52 cards, 4 aces, 1 Joker. And not only that, without flipping the same card twice. I'm looking at a 10 to 20% chance of trying to find these 5 cards. So I guess I'll give it 20%. 20%.
There we go.
It just has to be. Come on, with that few cards to find, it gives you at least a 10 to 20% chance of finding those cards. That's right. While it may seem like you need to take other cards into account, no card in the decks, save the Joker and 4 aces, plays any part in calculating the percentage. Knowing that you only have to deal with 5 cards in your calculations, the rest is easy. You have 5 cards to flip, and you need one of those cards to be last. So your answer is 1 out of 5, or 20%. Yes, indeed, that's right. Smarts and looks. You're just the total package, aren't you? I'm Martha, and I just love cards, especially cards especially puzzles that use cards. Oh, those are my favorites. I don't think I mentioned how much I also... Oh my goodness, my stuffed nose. You know what? I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Oh, stuffy nose. Oh my goodness. Alright, where was I? I don't think I mentioned how much I also enjoy the company of some handsome gentlemen. Professor, don't we have somewhere to be right now? Alright, so we're done here, I hope. Alright, let's see if we can find any hidden coins. Ah, found one here. And we're here. Oh, found another one. Oh! I think we found something. Look, it's a hidden puzzle. Alright. 117. Puzzle number 117. Painting a cube. Alright. In front of you sits a blank paper cube that you've decided to paint. You need to paint the cube so that all faces that touch are different colors. Using 3 colors of paint, how many ways can you paint the cube so that it satisfies the above condition? Each painting scheme should be a different pattern, not just the same pattern with the colors rearranged. Also, assume that you can't leave any sides of the square blank. Well, let's see, we have blue, yellow, and red. We can combine blue and yellow to make it green, and red and yellow to become orange. 1, 2, 3, plus the 2 I mentioned, so that's 5 right there. So yeah, there's blue, red, yellow. Red and yellow make orange. Yellow and blue make green. Red and blue, do they become a color? I forgot. Let's see. I'm gonna guess. Hold on. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to. I had to refer to a guide. So the answer, supposedly, is 1. I think.
Well, here's my guess.
Yep, the answer is 1.
Layton's apprentice saves the day.
Alright, so if you have to paint the cube with 3 colors, then your only choice is to paint opposing sides of the cube of the same color. As seen in the diagram above, if you were to change where you used each color, rotating the cube proves that you're really just reusing the same idea of painting opposing sides the same color. There's only one unique way to color this cube using 3 paints. I could do that puzzle standing on 1 foot. Really now, Luke. Really. Alright. Oh, I found another coin. Alright, so I guess we're done here. Can we move forward? Yes, we can. I think that this is the dead end. And this does appear to be the only road, doesn't it? Gosh, that tower sure looks awfully ominous, doesn't it? Seeing it up close, I can understand why the villagers are so scared of the place. Let's take a closer look at the wall. There might be more to it than meets the eye.
What?
And who might you be?
Well, I'd rather not say. Huh? Why not? What are you hiding?
We seek access to the tower. Do you think you could help us, miss?
The tower? Huh?
Oh, wait!
What in the world was that about? Huh? Professor, what's this? Ferris wheel ticket. Very curious indeed. Luke, that girl may have dropped this to tell us where we should head next. But why would she want to help us? Your guess is as good as mine, Luke. Still, I can't shake the feeling that she's trying to help us. Well, your intuition hasn't ever been wrong. Let's see what we can find around the park's Ferris wheel. That's right, Layton. Go straight to the park. You've been a thorn in my side for too long. I think it's about time for you to disappear. For good. And thus, chapter 6 is finished. Oh my goodness, that was very short part than I thought. Oh wow. Alright, so I'm going to call it a part right here. Next time, I think we have a little intermission, but I'll read through a guide. As I said, yes, I am looking through a guide to make sure how much we need to, how much stuff we need to get done before moving to the next chapter. Whether it could be the start of chapter 7 or the beginning or another intermission before we make it towards chapter 7. So who knows what's going to happen. So until then, everyone, take care and God bless. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and share with all your family and friends. If you're enjoying my content, consider subscribing to the channel. And don't forget to click that bell to receive notifications for new videos. Take care and God bless.